Are live and we are ready to break some more finest baseball. Let's get this show on the road. As we are set for 8 boxes of Topps Finest. And we are looking to hit some more big autographs in this. So each mini box, there's 2 mini boxes in a master, has an autograph. 8 master boxes means 16 autos. And it's a pretty safe trend. There is a pattern. So it seems like every box has one base auto and then either a color parallel autograph or an insert autograph like a finest firsts or something like that. So here we go. Let's begin. And once we show the first hit, then all the remaining teams come off the board. And they become the next singles I got to get rid of. All right. So we're going to be posting up another break very shortly. It's going to feature Topps Series 2. I did have one personal lined up. I'm going to have to see if they're going to be able to watch tonight or what the deal is. But here we go. Box number 1 for Finest. I love mini boxes. These are awesome to recycle. Shipping out. Somebody commented on something? Let's see. They did. Just answering a hypothetical question. That's all they were doing. The National is right at the end of July into the first week of August. So the Breakers Pavilions usually open a day or two earlier before the show starts. The VIP day is the day before the show starts. And then you got 4 days for the regular event. So I usually try to get there by like Monday night because Tuesday is like the exclusive Breaker Pavilion day. You know, in Cleveland, a lot of people didn't go to that. It was pretty miserable with no people and no internet. Chicago was awesome a couple years ago. The only issue I had in Chicago was that at that point I was only getting a half time space, so I had to keep setting up and bringing everything down every day, and that drove me nuts. Oh, happy birthday to her. So let's start off by getting rowdy. What do you guys say?
You're ignoring me.
I'm not ignoring you. Rowdy Tellez, Cedric Mullins, Ozzy Albies. It seemed like it was not a question that needed to be answered. I heard you. Ronald Guzman, Whit Merrifield, Albert Pujols.
It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. Michael Kopech, Ozzy Albies, Corey Kluber, Swanson, Altuve, Duggar, Toussaint. This is your last chance. Braves are 115, White Sox are 110, Cardinals are 60. I'll do the trio for 250 instead of just doing 10%. I think that saves a few extra bucks. And honestly, White Sox, you got Eloy Jimenez, rookies possible. Cardinals have been hitting pretty frequently, so they're not a bad combo team. And the Braves have a pretty sick checklist. So if anybody wants to take advantage of that, well, time's running out. We got Salvador Perez, Josh Bell, Jose Abreu, Paul DeYoung, Alex Bregman, Ryan O'Hearn, Carlos Correa with the refractor, and then 55 out of 99, Paul DeYoung in green. I think we've seen his autograph in green recently, too. Got an Eloy Jimenez rookie. So we just had a Cardinal and a White Sox back-to-back. Is this a sign? Should somebody be grabbing these three teams right now? Pete Alonso rookie. They were a last-minute grab. And Yadier Molina. So here we go. The first hit.
Don't do it.
The first hit is going to go to the Orioles. Cedric Mullins. Orioles.
Do we know him?
Cedric Mullins. Well, he plays on the Orioles, so I don't think anybody knows him. No, I'm kidding. Kind of. Oh no, I didn't bring that pack of top loaders. Not now, but next time you get up. Okay. Fair enough. So Cedric Mullins will kick us off, and hey, that means that there's a good probability that this box is going to have either a parallel autograph or an insert autograph.
I should be confident in moving with that box.
It should. We don't sell air here.
You know who does sell here?
Who?
Radio station.
I guess they do. So we have a concept that we've started called splits. It is only viewable through the Marc-Down Entertainment group. We have a few teams from the Anniversary Football Mixer listed in such fashion. There's a few spots filled on some of them too. So what splits are is I don't like Razzes. I don't believe in doing Razzes because I got a business here and I'm not looking to promote gambling because that's not what a business should do unless you have the correct licenses for that and all such. So what we've done is we've taken the concept and we've changed it up a little bit. So a split is 5 spots, right? 1 spot. Now there is a little bit of risk, all right, because there might be nothing for each tier, but based on all the people who have asked me to do minis and fillers and stuff like that, this is an understood risk, and it is one where I'm taking the thought behind it, and most likely, more times than not, your spot's going to get something. All right, it's done by design, so it's not 99.9% that you're going to get something, but it's pretty close to it. It's a lot better than 1 out of 10 shot, definitely. So you could get either all the hits or all the inserts or all the parallels or all the rookie base or all the veteran base for your team. So it's done by random. So that way a big team like the Browns, that's a $750 commitment. And hey, let's face it, if they don't do well, then that's a big chunk of change. So now you have 5 people who could get in the Browns, and it actually kind of lowers the risk a little bit. So Kyle Wright of the Braves. So the design of it isn't to make it, take your chances. It's actually designed in a way to cushion the blow a little bit on a high risk, high reward team. So we got George Springer, which doesn't look out of the ordinary, but it is out of the extended part of the series, which means it is a short print. So check those out on the group if you're interested in something like that, where you can get the big part of a big team for way less of the price. Ronald Acuna Jr., Zach Greinke with a refractor, Fernando Tatis Jr., and it is a finest firsts. Yankees, Justice Sheffield. So Yankees with a hit. Miggy Cabrera and Miguel Andujar close out box number 1. Box number 2. Again, we pulled some big stuff out of finest already this year. And this garbage bag's full. And I am very curious to see what we're going to pull out of this. So, next break that looks like it's going to be going is going to be our 9-box Pick Your Team football mixer. That is now scrolling at the bottom of your screen here. So if you're interested in that, keep your eyes on the ticker. 6 boxes of Luminance, 2 boxes of Contenders Draft, and 1 box of Score, just to make sure everybody gets cards. Because again, we wanna do that. That's you get into a break, and I mean a lot of people want something, right? If you don't want anything for your money, you can just start PayPaling it to me now. I mean, that's your choice. I'm down with that. It's like PBS. But I'd rather give you something for what you pay for. So, box number 2. Let's see what is next on store for us. I think I had to take 1 team off of here. Let me see. I think we had the Lions grabbed earlier. I don't know if I got them off the ticker yet. So let me do that just in case. Yep, I didn't delete the Lions. So the Lions are off the board, and they've just been deleted. I like how this year the extendeds had some decent rookies. I thought that was a good touch. I think it's good to have short print rookies of big name guys. Ryan O'Hearn, Fernando Tatis, and that is a refractor, so we'll give that a little extra special attention. Brad Keller is part of the extended series. DeYoung, Pete Alonso. Hey, it's all about that base, Some good cards in here, and they look nice. Joey Votto, Eloy Jimenez. So how do you think Joey Votto feels about the Rays maybe splitting time between Tampa Bay and Montreal? You think any Canadians would be excited about that? Xander Bogaerts, Tim Anderson. We got Andrew Benintendi, Josh Bell, for whom the bell tolls. Lucas Giolito. Brandon Crawford, 22 out of 150. I mean, clearly Tampa Bay fans don't get excited about the Rays.
Tampa Bay.
Although they may get better attendance than the Marlins. I don't know. Kyle Wright. Thor. And Twins. Eddie Rosario.
Hey, look at how many views you have.
Yeah. It's more than 2.
It's in the double digits.
We usually get about around 20 something in peak when we're doing a large break with the Facebook obstructions. It's not like when 300 people would watch us back in the day.
You never had 300 people.
I did during that 1 week with the couch people, but we still had over 100.
You used to get like 50 to 60.
No, when we were in the National, we were at like 130 in Chicago. All right, we got a color parallel here.
You didn't have very many.
Yeah, that would probably not make some of the long-term contract guys happy. Although it is the Rays, so they really shouldn't have any.
What are you talking about?
Talking about the Rays. They're talking about an experimental thing where they're going to have a team have 2 different home stadiums in 2 different cities.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. It sounds stupid.
Your home is your home.
Well, some people have different homes in different
Where would
parts.
their home be?
Montreal.
The Rays.
Yeah.
Like the Stingrays. Do you not Stingrays in Montreal?
No.
That's stupid then.
So Trout, Allard, Matt Olson, DJ Stewart. Maybe they could pretend to be the Expos for half the year.
Well, didn't the Expos turn into something else?
Yes, the Washington Nationals.
Why don't they take those back?
Because they're selling tickets. I mean, they still suck, but they sell tickets.
So this is because nobody wants to watch the Rays?
I guess so. Just to make it exciting. All the sports want to expand internationally in some way, shape, or form too. So it makes things a little wilder.
Well, Canada's already had their chances this long.
They still got the Blue Jays. Fernando Tatis
They have to
Jr.
live in Canada?
Well, they have to have a visa to work there.
Does anyone
Eh?
even ever play there?
Little Bryce Baby, Lindor, Bellinger. Toronto just won the NBA championship.
What?
The NBA championship.
Basketball?
Yeah, the Raptors beat the Warriors.
Like the whole thing, like their Super Bowl?
Yeah.
They only
Miguel.
have one team in Canada?
In basketball, I believe so.
They play hockey.
They play hockey, eh? Good night, Nigel. I was hoping to run this one sooner. I was fighting the Facebook current. Justice Sheffield and Rowdy Tellez, 54 out of 99. So you'll end on with a hit, and hopefully we'll hit that Vlad Jr. sometime this break. We have not hit one yet for a Topps product, but we've hit quite some nice ones in Panini stuff.
What
So
time is it by Nigel? Is it in the middle of the night?
it's like 2 something, I think. 2 or 3. So box number 3.
Out of how many?
8, and then our skunk bonuses.
I'm going to bed with Nigel.
That didn't sound right. That's worse than Rodney's comments the other day.
I didn't see Rod.
Anyways.
Did you cover the grill?
Oh, you know what? No, I didn't. I forgot about that.
Don't forget when you go to bed.
So let's see here. Again, as far as the playoff games, it would probably be whoever has the team the second half of the year, I would think.
Wait, it's a half a year split?
Yeah, it's a half a year split.
So they play half a year in one and half a year in the other?
Correct.
They still travel and play the Yankees.
Yes.
So then the stadium is going to be sitting empty the majority of the year.
Right.
Why would that make any sense?
Well, a multi-purpose stadium, which isn't as common nowadays. But Montreal does have Olympic Stadium, and I do believe it's still functional. I think a CFL team plays there.
Why would they put the Rays though? What do you
Yeah, I don't even know how they would denote, like, would they just start calling them a different city in the beginning of the year to the end of the year, or would they hyphenate it? Right? I think so. So Willie Adames for the Rays, 27 out of 50, a little golden opportunity there. Exactly. Reese Hoskins, Luis Urias, Christian Yelich, Shohei Ohtani, DeGrom. I don't think it's been officially approved. I think it's been considered, though. I don't know. I think it was just being considered. That would probably have to be approved at the owners' meetings or something like that.
Peace out.
So we got Vladimir Guerrero Jr., short print. Kershaw. Oh, Jess, I'd wanted you to get something for me. I'd wanted you to get something for me. Brad Keller, Royals.
What do you want?
I need regular size top loaders.
Where are they?
In the white box over there. You just got to make sure you get the regular ones. Give me 2 packages. They're the thin ones. They'll be right next to each other.
Are they in a bag?
They're in a pack. Like these, only skinnier.
Premium?
Yes, premium. Because we do only the best at Marc-Down Entertainment. You got it. See, I knew that you were so awesome that you would get it. All right. So Brad Keller of the Royals. You did, Matt, but it wasn't in this case. I don't know if you saw the other day we did hit a red Lindor, but it wasn't today. So no Indians hits just yet. But we have seen one. They're out there. So maybe we'll do it again. All right, I'm all caught up there. All right, box number 3 closing out. We'll close out with a bang. That it was. All right, so let's see what we got here. Again, we got a bunch of breaks that we're looking to fill up. More that we're waiting to post. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. And we got Arenado, Martinez, Chris Shaw with the refractor, Juan Soto, Corey Kluber, Francisco Lindor, Torres, Astudillo, H to the Izzo, Anthony Rizzo, 2 out of 250, Scooter Gennett for the Reds. Jake Bowers, Ryan Barucki, Kyle Tucker, Rizzo, Justice Sheffield in a refractor, Corbin Burns, finest firsts, Olson, Gordon, Hosmer, Miles Mikolas, Javi Baez, Robinson Cano, Trey Turner, Willie Adames, and the real deal, Jeff McNeil. 85 out of 99. Green Wave parallel finest firsts. So Jeff McNeil, 85 out of 99 for the METS Mets. Now they just need a Pete Alonso, right? All right. Next box. Box number 4. There. Box number 4. So again, in the football break, we got coming Cardinals are 140, Ravens are 65, Broncos are 85, Dolphins are 35, Eagles are 40, Chargers 28, Seahawks 75, Buccaneers 15. The Panthers are 55, the Bears are 65, the Bengals are 18, the Texans 22, Colts are 40, Jags are 18, Patriots 85, the Giants are 125. The Raiders are 75. Titans are 45. 49ers are 60. And you do get 10% off 3 teams or more. So if you're going to take a team like the Cardinals, you might as well add something like the Bucks and the Bengals just to get your 10% discount. And it'll be like getting one of them for free. Keep dropping wrappers here. I know, the dog wants in. Alright. So we need about 15 teams to get that football break going. 15 teams. We get a few people that take 3 spots, and the next thing you know, we're on standby. So that's the goal. Let's get that to standby tonight so we know we got something else going on tomorrow. Because the Mets player that hit, Jeff McNeil. So naturally a second baseman, but he's also been spending time at left field. And I think he played a little first base too this year. Williams Astudillo. Bregman. Tatis. Mancini. Salvador Perez. Kyle Tucker with a refractor. And Luis Severino Extended Series. Francisco Lindor, Cody Bellinger, Chapman, Trout, got Matt Chapman, Ryan O'Hearn, 82 out of 250. Acuna, Sheffield, DeGrom, Steven Duggar, Giants going to be the next hit. And then you got Lariano and Josh Hader. Next. So we want to get this football break set up early, because I'm most likely going to get home at like probably around 7-ish, 8-ish tomorrow. And we'll have to wake up at 5:45 the next morning. So the goal is that by the time I leave the softball game, I'm hoping that we don't have to stay that long. I'm hoping we're done at noon, eat lunch, and come home. But I have to be prepared for both things. I would like to have the break set by the time I leave the softball field so that we can schedule it. And hey, you know, we win. It means we get to leave for the day. We get here. It wouldn't hurt to have an afternoon break on Saturday, right? Yeah, that'd be a fun option. And then maybe we can knock that Game of Thrones out too. Only 3 spots needed for Game of Thrones. So, looking to have a good floater tomorrow. Break football. And Game of Thrones, and maybe that minor league baseball as well. All right, here we go. And I just got to check something real quick. Okay, good. So running through Ronald Acuna Jr. with a refractor. We'll give that a little 1 cent love. Aaron Judge. Got Jesus Aguilar. Didi Albies, 20 out of 150. DJ Stewart, Rowdy Tellez, Otani, Jansen, Gary Sanchez, Luis Urias, and 35 out of 99. Another finest first auto, a solid green, Kyle Tucker for the Astros. Kyle Tucker, number to 99. So, we're halfway through this finest, right? Now, if you haven't gotten a hit yet, well, you know, half of them are still there. So that ain't the end of the world. But let's show off the first 2 pieces here for our skunk bonus. as we open a box of Historic Autographs, The Streak. Let's go streaking. And the first one is going to be Al Benton. So again, these are part of the skunk bonus. Al Benton is one of the pitchers that Joe DiMaggio hit off of. And so is this guy, Jack Kramer. All right, so again, you never know. Some of these guys are tough to get, especially based on when they were, if they're deceased, most likely they are. I mean, Joe DiMaggio had that hit streak quite a while ago. And how often they signed and all that. So sometimes a little research needs to be done on those. And you'd be surprised. We've seen some of the unknown names go for a decent amount in a lot of the products that they do. And sometimes they should be known names, but they're not. So, hoping for a DiMaggio. Haven't got one yet in this product, in the streak. But we have hit guys like Babe Ruth, Jackie Robinson, DiMaggio, Williams, Hank Greenberg. Some of these guys multiple times. Still looking for a Gehrig, too. And you know what a good one for that would be? Would be the 1934 Originals set. We do have those available if anybody is interested. And this time around, they're doing 2 slabs per box. So they're pumping them out, that's for sure. It's golden. All right. Nice little parallel there. So how are we going to start off the second half of this case? Well, we are going to have a little color with it, that's for sure. So here we go. Got Mitch Haniger, DJ Stewart, 105 out of 150 for the Orioles. And we're going to have our first, there's Joey Votto refractor, Mariano Rivera die cut of the case. So there's 2 per case. So we were bound to hit one. And there it is. So that'll go to the Yankees, of course. And Justin Upton, who's returned with a bit of a flurry. Giancarlo Stanton in gold, 48 out of 50. Another player who's recently returned. Right, he's back, right? I think he's back. Corbin Burns, Mike Trout, Colby Allard, Juan Soto. Aaron Nola with a refractor. Bellinger. Bellinger's WAR is almost at 6, and the season ain't even half over. He's having a very Mike Trout-like year. I think he's got about as many stolen bases, too. Trout's only got, like, I think 8 steals this year. Dewell Lugo for the Tigers. I kind of missed that well-roundedness in the stolen base department for Trout. 40-40 is much cooler than 50-20 in my opinion. Excuse me. All right, let me get this over to the side and get the next one over. And let's see what's in this other mini box. So second half of box number 5 here. So, anything good going on today in the world of baseball? I haven't really had the opportunity to catch up anything because I was too busy updating software and getting Facebook to be unbroken. Yeah, I wish I still had Bellinger on my team. I had him last year. Unfortunately, Yahoo never warns me when the draft is going to be, and sometimes the times get changed a few days beforehand, and I don't even think about it to change my calendar. One day I will draft my team again. I usually place pretty well, but this year's not looking so good. All right, congrats to Michigan. And I got to say, congratulations are going to be in order in just a few minutes. Got David Peralta, Luis Urias. I am very excited for this hit. It's a guy we tend to hit every year. You know, we break finest all the time, and I think every year but one we've hit this individual. Edwin Diaz, Jose Altuve, 188 out of 250. So I'm kind of excited for this. It's a big one. Starlin Castro, Ryan Barucki, finest firsts. Willie Adames. And I'm not here. I've gone fishing. And I'm going to come back with a nice, big, fat trout. 22 out of 25. That's not bad for your first break. You do realize that I have just crushed the expectations of any other break you have in the future, right? Like I think I just ruined the first timer. You can't put a trout out there the first time in front of somebody, right? Yeah, well, we just did. So, congratulations on your first break. Many have chased this hundreds of times and not gotten one. But 22 out of 25, Mike Trout. Give me that fillet of fish. Give me the fish. What if it was you hanging up on this wall? That's a good one right there. That's a good way to start off the second half of this break, right? It's not a one-of-one trout like we've done a few times before, but I think you'll take it. That's acceptable, right? Acceptable troutage. All right. Does that make me a trout sniffer? I don't know. Anyway, Home Alone reference. I think it was a Home Alone reference. Anyway. So, that's not a bad hit either. We've got our finest mojo back on the last case. We had some amazing hits the first two. Unfortunately, number 3 didn't go so well, and that was a personal case. Wasn't awful, but it wasn't anything compared to the first two. I think we're back on track. So now what we need to do is get this football break that is scrolling at the bottom of your screen right now filled up and hit some Haskins and Murrays and all that good stuff. Haskins would be nice because we haven't hit one yet. We've hit Jones a few times. We've hit Murray a few times. Hit some nice ones. One of them's now for sale. So let's get this break set and ready to go tomorrow. Let's get Game of Thrones ready to go tomorrow. And let's make it a triple header and get that minor league mixer ready to go tomorrow. Got Josh Bell, 32 out of 250. And he's another one I wish I still had on my fantasy team. Whoo, boy. He's got some power, and he's showing it again. Astudillo, Kyle Tucker, Bellinger with a refractor. All about that base, Got Yadier Molina, Jake Bowers, Brandon Nimmo, Francisco Lindor with a refractor, and Jose Abreu, 3 out of 99 with the green. Kyle Tucker, Astros. Hey, I'd like to see that NASCAR break go. That's a cheap one. So, like, at any given moment, somebody grabs a couple spots in that, and then that one will zoom along. I want that to break too. Three spots left in Game of Thrones. $40 for one spot. Additional spots get you a 10% discount. Stanton's in rehab. Okay. Well, you know what they say. Rehab's for quitters, right? Is he back? I thought he was back. I thought he was just back like 3 days ago or something like that. Again, maybe it was a rehab start. I don't know. Is Judge the one rehabbing? Because I thought Stanton was ready first and then Judge. And then Loaziga is throwing off of a flat surface for the first time a couple days ago. Not yet ready to pitch off of a raised mound. They're getting the band back together. So we're going to get rowdy again. Shohei Ohtani. And how about another Vlad Jr.? Man, it's been tough for Indians pitchers staying healthy this year, hasn't it? Bueller. What is it? You got Carrasco. Yeah, Miguel Andujar there. And Clevenger and somebody else, I think, has been on the DL a bit, right? Kopech, Scherzer. Got Chris Bryant. Josh Hader. Ryan O'Hearn. Miggy Cabrera. Eloy Jimenez. Yeah, Todd Frazier definitely does not deserve a demotion at all. Pete Alonso, I hope he gets traded soon because that really sucks for him. Was Kluber the other one? Okay, I couldn't remember. I didn't want to say Kluber, but I guess it is. Well, I'm going to end up sleeving it later anyway. And Angels with another hit this box. This time, come on. I mean, Mike Trout's all right, but David Fletcher? No, nobody cares. All right. So David Fletcher to go along with Mike Trout. All right, so now we're 3/4 of the way through a Finest. So if you haven't gotten a hit yet, well then maybe you could start to get worried. Or maybe you could start to get excited because this is one of 2 baseballs that are going to be available in the skunk bonus, and you never know. Could be yours. All right, we've done well with these so far. We had a 1/1 CC Sabathia. We had a 24-karat gold-infused baseball of Wade Boggs that was limited out of 3. Yeah, Clint Frazier. So we got a 3-time All-Star. Had 4 20-game seasons. Led the league in ERA twice and over 2,000 career strikeouts. He played for several teams during his career. He did have a little brief stint with the Yankees. Isn't necessarily the one he's probably most known for, but he did have some time in the Bronx. And it is Luis Tiant. Luis Tiant. The ball is numbered 27 out of 36. Yeah, all the expectations were there for Gleyber Torres. He just had some injury issues last year, and I think it diluted his numbers a little bit. And now you have the flip. Andujar got hurt this year, and Gleyber Torres has picked up the slack. Totally. All right, we got 2 more boxes of Finest. Can we top Mike Trout, number to 25? It's a tall order. And sometimes I say these things facetiously, and sometimes I end up saying them, and then we hit something bigger. I gotta say, you know what? There's a lot of people clobbering the ball. Look at how many people. I mean, the season's not even halfway over. right? So you figure if you have like 17 or 18 home runs right now, you're on pace for 40. How many guys in each league are above 17 home runs? It's got to be over a dozen. And there's a few of them up there that you'd be like, oh, really? Okay. You know what? I think I still do have those soccer boxes, the Donruss ones. Yeah, I should still have those. Too bad they only did Women's World Cup for the stickers, because that would have been a cool one for me to give a few cards out of to Becky, because, you know, she's all about soccer, although her season just ended, so she'll probably forget about it for a while. But hopefully I can get her into some more soccer in the fall, because I think she's shaping up to be a nice defender. But yeah, I got soccer. I think I got a case of 2016 Select also. I can't think of anything else soccer that I have. I think everything else ran out. Yeah, almost 30 guys. It's probably a dozen in each league. Yeah, I got to see if there's a way to stream any of those Women's World Cup games. Eric Hosmer. Ronald Guzman. 2 out of 25. I don't know. Was there any raise? I can't remember. Michael Kopesh. Glaber Torres. Just talking about him lately. Oh, I put that in the wrong pile. Yeah, if I did, I'll find it later. Bueller. Justin Smoke. Gregory Polanco. Fox Sports Online. All right, I gotta check that out. Miguel Andujar. Yeah, I'd kind of want her to. I would understand it, but Becky would understand what they're saying. Why can't you believe that, Mike? I mean, you did bring him to me. You know what I'm saying? So Luke Voigt, who hey, he could be the first baseman in the All-Star game for the American League. I don't know how much more time there is left to vote, but vote for Voigt. Yankees. Yeah. Actually, you do. I gotta look that up later. I forget how much the Angels were. Oh man, it's better than mine. It's not fair. Why didn't I get this one? Sheesh. You know, I try. silly me, try to force people to take these high-risk, high-reward teams. Horrible thing that I do. Oh, we got one that's going to compete with Trout. It might not beat it, but it'll definitely be mentioned in the same breath. Somebody's going to like this one. This was a later grab, too, so Ryan O'Hearn, Ian Happ, D. Gordon with the refractor, Luis Urias, finest firsts, Eloy Jimenez, Pete Alonso, those complaints started right at the beginning of the year. I believe it was, wasn't it Trevor Bauer, the first one, who was complaining about that right from the start of the season? I think it was one of the Indians pitchers. So we got Lourdes Gurriel Jr., H to the Izzo, Anthony Rizzo, and that's going to pull some serious green right there. 32 out of 99. Gorgeous card. Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso. Numbered to 99. Which is even better than the one I pulled the other day, numbered to 150, which is now for sale. I know we're not doing hit of the night anymore. We're doing it on Instagram. But I do have to ask, what's cooler, the Trout to 25 or the Alonso to 99? What do you guys think? The only votes that actually count are on Instagram. But I am curious as to how everybody feels about that. Already got a couple votes for Trout. 3 votes for Trout. So it doesn't matter that it's a rookie that is probably going to crush the Mets home run record and probably be a perennial all-star for the next 10 years. Am I being crazy there? No, he's not going to be Mike Trout, but it is a rookie card. And there's another Rivera. All right. So let's see what's next for us. Angels and Mets are kicking butt here. So we got Blake Snell. Chris Davis, 156 out of 250. And he's no longer batting 156, although I don't think he's batting 250 either. So that serial number is good. It's right in between, his batting average is right in between there. Jose Ramirez. And there's that Mariano Rivera card again. We seem to be hitting card number 2 a lot. Mariano Rivera. Rhys Hoskins, Carlos Santana. I thought at one point he was back up over 200 after that awful start. Here come the judge. Luis Urias. And Jeff McNeil again. Mets are doing pretty good here. A base McNeil, a finest first green wave, and a Pete Alonso green. That would have been crazy if I got stuck with the Mets again. It probably wouldn't have happened again for the rest of the year, but it shouldn't happen for the rest of the year. Not with a big name like Pete Alonso in there. Last mini box of finest. Then we got the final baseball. What I want to know is who's in for this football break. Let's get this close to standby tonight. I gotta be up soon, so I gotta go to bed soon. Let's get this on standby tonight. Who's in for some teams on this 9-box Pick Your Team football mixer? We need to get this early tomorrow. I need to be alert enough to drive. There you go. After hitting stuff like that Pete Alonso, you want to roll. We have a wrestling break up, Matt. It's got 3 out of the 10 spots filled. It's 2 boxes of Legends and 1 box of Undisputed. It's a snake-style draft. $42.50 for 1 spot, 2 for $79. So Charlie Blackmon's a refractor. He's been hitting out of his mind lately. Kyle Tucker. Raisel Iglesias. Noah Syndergaard. Nolan Arenado, 47 out of 250. Buxton with the refractor. Chris Shaw, finest firsts. Brian Anderson. Here come the judge. Ramirez. Voit. And our final hit is going to the Royals. Little blue da-ba-dee-da-ba-da. 99 out of 150. Brad Keller. $99 out of 150. Brad Keller. So now at this point, if you haven't gotten a hit in finest, well then you're hoping to be one of those 4 teams. So we had the 2 pitchers who gave up hits during Joe DiMaggio's hit streak come out of historic autographs, the streak. Luis Tiant was one of the Dynasty baseballs. And the other Dynasty Baseball is Miss Columbia. I don't think she signed. You're not Lindor for life? This ball has an inscription. It is inscribed 1952 AL MVP. 3-time All-Star, 8-time Gold Glove winner. He led the league in ERA in 57, which wasn't his MVP year. This ball is numbered 6 out of 36. Bobby Shantz. That would be crazy. The best skunk bonus item we've ever hit was a Mickey Mantle out of historic autographs. That's the best skunk bonus item we've ever hit. So this break, nothing crazy. Last break we had that nice Boggs. A lot of times these skunk bonuses provide super secret surprise hits that sometimes are hit of the night, which you can vote for on Instagram. But it's time for a hit recap. We're still going to recap all the hits. So the 2 baseballs were Luis Tiant and Bobby Shantz with 52 AL MVP inscription. We had the 2 pitchers out of historic autographs to streak. So we had Jack Kramer and Al Benton. And this video will probably get run at some point tomorrow. So for the rest of them, this is what we got. We got honorable mentions like Ronald Guzman, number to 25 for the Rangers. Let's see here. We had a Giancarlo Stanton gold, number to 50 for the Yankees. We did have 2 Vlad Jr. Correct, it's for the teams that did not hit. So those that bonus will get run tomorrow. Autographs of Brad Keller for the Royals, number to 150. Jeff McNeil for the Mets. Luke Voit, Yankees. David Fletcher, Angels. Kyle Tucker, Astros. Dewell Lugo, Tigers. Steven Duggar, Giants. Cedric Mullins, Orioles. Justice Sheffield, Yankees. Eddie Rosario, Twins. Rowdy Tellez to 99, Blue Jays. And then a base Brad Keller for the Royals. So several teams got repeat hits too, which makes that pool a little bit bigger. All right. Then we saw another Jeff McNeil, number to 99 for the Mets. Another Kyle Tucker, number to 99 for the Astros. We had Pete Alonso for the Mets, also numbered to 99. And numbered to 25, Mike Trout. That's not bad. Even though he signs his name a lot shorter than he used to. But so does Pete Alonso. I saw somebody mention it on Twitter today. You know, Pete Alonso wrote out his name a little bit more, and the A had like a pointed, more of a pointed crown to it, and now it's more rounded. But after you sign, like, you know, tens of thousands of things, your signature becomes shorter. I know. I remember when I worked as a manager, and I got a long ass name. I didn't want to sign it over and over again either. I'd probably sign somewhat less things than that. All right, so I'm going to go over the list one more time for football here. Again, we got one box to score. Want to make sure everybody does score some cards, right? We got 2 boxes of Contenders Draft, and then 6 boxes of 2019 Luminance Football. All right, remaining teams are as follows. We have the Cardinals at 140, the Ravens at 65, the Broncos are 85, the Dolphins are 35, Eagles are 40, Chargers 28, Seahawks 75, Buccaneers 15. The Panthers are 55, the Bears are 65, the Bengals are 18, Texans are 22. Colts are 40, Jags are 18, Patriots are 85, the Giants are 125, the Raiders are 75, the Titans are 45, the 49ers are 60. So that's what we got. Anyone else have any questions for me? Mike Jensen, are you still in here? I'm not sure if he's still up, but I owe personal of Top Series 2. So we might not be done just yet. Let me just see if he's still up. And this would be our first look. Our first look at Series 2 Tops. All right, are you ready, Mike? Let me get this to the side. And 1, 2. All right. So pick me a number, 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. I like Mike Trout and Hank Aaron on the box here. It's good choices. Good choices. I'll be near Millville, home of Mike Trout, tomorrow. I'll be in Vineland, New Jersey, which is a short way away. Here we go. That reminds me, I gotta see if let's see who won this game. That game's not in yet. Hey, the later they played, the better. We'll be tired at 10 in the morning. We need every advantage we can get. We usually don't play well in the morning to begin with, so. All right, so here's the deal, Mike. We also got 2 of these guys. All right, so let's start with your silver packs. We got Kevin Newman, Miguel Andujar, Robin Yount, and Albert Pujols. Mark this date on your calendars, Saturday, August 10th, National Baseball Card Day. Isn't every day National Baseball Card Day? Come on. Except for when it's Football Card Day. Ooh, that's pretty. Tuki Toussaint, The Big Hurt, Mariano Rivera, and 42 out of 50, Chipper Jones. It's a good start there. Here we go. Oh, we already got one hit there. Very cool. Very cool hit. It's a good way to get things rolling here. All right. Again, these are available for $125 a box, if anybody is interested. And Carlos Santana, who's going on tour, playing guitar across the country. I think he's coming to Jersey soon. I don't think it's the same guy, though. Verdugo, so we got Tatis Jr. All right. We'll give some one set love later. Actually, it's Topps. You know, Topps is like the Cadillac of cards. We gotta give that a little one set love right away. Mullins, Padres. So Carson Kelly, numbered 480 out of 2019. And Wilmer Font. All right, that is 5 out of 76. Was that the Independence Day parallel or something like that? So 1776, the birth of our country. 150, Chad Pinder, Phil Rizzuto, Ángel de los Santos. And you know it's all about that base. Bregman, Syndergaard, Dahl, Ian Desmond, Cole Hamels, Yoan Moncada, Victor Robles. Ooh, that's cool. Christian Yelich. So that is blue parallel. A little harder to find. Austin Slater in gold, 251 out of 2019. Dominic Smith, Lorenzo Cain, and check that out, gold parallel, manufactured 150 relic, Joe Morgan. So that's 8 out of 50. 8 out of 50, Joe Morgan. Michael Kopech on the throwback. Shohei Ohtani, Rookie Cup. So regular code, just always making sure. Whenever there's a star player or a rookie behind there, gotta double check. You know what I'm saying? Benintendi, Kenta Maeda, Walker, Bueller. And there's the first couple packs there. I usually give it a little bit more time spent the first time we open a product, but I do have to go to bed soon. And I'm getting old, I can't read these little numbers. Okay. Had to make sure. All right, next stack. So we're still looking for the next hit. So Kevin Newman's in it. Willie Adames has a rookie cup. Hunter Renfroe. Ozzy Albies. Dewell Lugo. Gold. Numbered 13-15 out of 2019. Stephen Tarpley. Rookie for the Yankees. Faces of the Franchise. That's a cool card. Beltre, Pudge, and Nolan Ryan. Yu Darvish, 150. Jake Cave. Got Alex Cobb. All right. Zach Wheeler. Gary Sanchez. Trevor Story. Dominic Smith. Eloy Jimenez. That's worth a little 1 cent love too. Yeah, you know, I mean, we just, some of the players, I'm just listing the key players. So we had Longoria. That is a cool picture right there. I like that. City Field under a nice sunset. Milwaukee Menaces. Josh James. Chris Archer. And how about Clint Frazier, who looks to be a future star, but maybe not necessarily on the Yankees. 1407 out of 2019. Foil board, Reese McGuire, Larry Doby, Dean Dietz, Albert Pujols. He's climbing up that home run list. He hasn't hit 650 yet, though, right? I think he's going to break 700. Kevin Kramer, Will Myers, CC Sabathia, Manny Machado. So again, 125 a box for Series 2 Jumbos. Still searching for 2 hits. That's one of them. That's odd that that fell that way, but okay. Okie dokie. So there's Longoria again. Looks like we got some repeats already. Pete O'Brien. There's another Tatis. Hey, if you're going to get repeats, Tatis is one of the ones you want. Most definitely. Especially if you can get it to PSA 10, right? Home run challenge. Here comes the judge. That's a good one to have. Duke Snyder. Chris Shaw, 150 parallel. 77 out of 150. So Chris Shaw, Giants. Hall of Famer Rod Carew. So, good thing I'm not dyslexic. Buck Farmer. I could really have messed that up. And Pete Alonso. There's another good one. Tyler O'Neill, who hit 9 home runs in 61 games at the majors and 26 in 64. Yeah, that's pretty sick. Got Cave, Waka, Tanaka. Faces of the franchise. Snell, Longoria, McGriff. That's a 150 stamp. And since it's an insert, it is numbered 118 out of 150. Sam Dyson. Ahmed Rosario. So guess what? Short prints are back in jumbo boxes. I'm not sure if code 31 is I'm assuming a regular short print. Never know. Catfish Hunter, Bryce Wilson. I know they have different ones. So this Rosario is a photo variation. They also have ones that are like sabermetric stats or advanced stats. Ballinger, Jung Ho Kang, Lance McCullers Jr., Kyle Freeland, who after such a great season last year ends up back in AAA. J.D. Davis, got him as a Met here. That's kind of cool. Yeah, we start seeing those guys that we're trading. And there's another Pete Alonso. Again, if you're going to get doubles of certain cards, you're hitting them. If you're going to get repeats of base, those are the guys to get right there. So I guess we're just looking for the swatch hit now. And anything else cool that might come. Ooh. Let me see this. All right. Next. Pat Neshek. Wisdom. And Oh, Carlos Tochi. He was a former Blue Claw. So he had his first season last year. Didn't do anything crazy, but I remember seeing him in the minor leagues, so seemed worthy enough for me to take a peek at the back of his baseball card. Roman Quinn. Barnhart Cisco. Corey Knebel. Francisco Mejia. Miles Straw. 1281 out of 2019. Sandy Koufax. And this one's numbered 71 out of 299. So that's I guess a black parallel? I don't know how it works. Keone Kela, Ted Williams, Derek Jeter. G-Man Choi. Fultinowicz, Stanton, Nomar Mazara, who's pretty consistent. 3 seasons in a row, 20 home runs on the button. That's consistency. Kyle Wright. Yeah, that's a cool one too. Otani gets hot. Godzilla. Dustin Pedroia. Oh, we got a little J.C. Ramirez, numbered 47 out of 67. We'll give that a little 1 cent off. Eduardo Rodriguez. Manny Machado with photo variation there. So, Manny Machado. Trevor Richards. Wilson Ramos. Ian Happ. Vince Velasquez. Uris Familia. Dustin Fowler. And another guy who might be displaced, Greg Bird. Wonder if Bird and Frazier go out the door as a package. I could see that happening. If you want Frazier, we're going to flip you the Bird. That's what they're going to say. Yeah. Last pack has the last hit there. All right, that's not bad. Yusei Kikuchi. We'll give that a little 1 cent love for the import too. Why not? Daniel Murphy, Clint Frazier. Ben Gamel. 1325 out of 2019. Now on the Brewers. Matt Shoemaker. All right. 33 out of 150. So this is one of those sabermetric parallel cards. All advanced statistics. Kyle Freeland. There's a Hank Aaron card. I think I actually have the original one. So iconic cards. Wilson Contreras. Williams Astudillo. Sengwen Ong. And Declan Betances. He just racks up the strikeouts. Brett Gardner, Juan Lagares. There's a couple of even more useless New York outfielders. Anthony Rizzo. Troy Tulowitzki. Alex Verdugo. Ahmed Rosario. So that's his regular looking card there. Frenchie Cordero. Matt Harvey. Oh boy. Giolito. And there's Johnny Mize. Greatest seasons. Sam Dyson, 108 out of 2019. Foil board Gonsalves. Kyle Crick. Ken Griffey Jr. And Manny Machado as a Dodger at that point. Manny Machado. And this is a silver parallel, so it's 88 out of 99. All 3 hits were numbered in this one. So nothing crazy like a Vlad, but all 3 hits were numbered. That's doesn't often happen in a Topps box. So that's cool. And we are, there's McCutcheon as a Philly, done. So your hit recap. Again, you got Manny Machado, numbered to 99. Chris Shaw to 150. And this cool looking Joe Morgan, numbered 250. As well as that Chipper Jones out of the silver packs, numbered to 50. Another cool card. So, yeah, I would say not bad. Not bad at all. Plus, you got 2-base Tatis and 2-base Alonso. Guerrero is, I believe, short printed. Not super short printed or anything like that, but from my understanding is his rookie cards tend to show up about half as often as they would be a normal card. So that is what I read. And I know you can definitely believe everything you hear on the internet. But that's what I heard. So thank you, Mike. And anybody else got anything for me before I head out? Correct. Yes, it's listed on Topps' checklist as 700, but the card itself physically does not have a number. So, and it's not as short printed as some of the other cards in the short print checklist, but it is shorter printed. Let's see here. So, yeah, base short prints come 2 times in a case. I mean, in a box, excuse me. And that's what we got. So, let's get that football break filled. Let's rip you a new one tomorrow. And good night to everybody. Take it easy.